Hi, my name is Danielle Tinkler, and this is my presentation of FamilySearch.org as a reference source. What is FamilySearch.org? Well, it's a freely available online genealogy database, part of the FamilySearch International nonprofit organization sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. In addition to the website, there are over 4,600 family history centers in 132 countries. Continuing with what is FamilySearch.org, it is the largest genealogy organization in the world that actively gathers, preserves, and shares genealogical records and has been doing so for over 100 years. It has 6.8 million microfilm records being digitized with an estimated 20 billion names, as well as 200 U.S. and international digital record preservation camera teams producing over 100 million digital images each year. I've listed the database evaluation criteria in 4 sections. Scope, including subjects and topics covered and the sources available, the types of documents and records available, the dates covered in the sources, and whether U.S. or international coverage is available. Second, quality of source, which is authority and reputation of the publisher or organization, the currency of the sources, and the accuracy of the sources. Third, usability, including navigating and searching experience, response times for searches, basic or advanced searches, ability to browse, and help and tutorials offered. And finally, cost, which is essentially free or subscription services. Looking at scope, the subjects covered are genealogy for the tracking of ancestry or pedigrees and information about regional histories. The types of documents and records include primary and secondary sources, which include census, marriage, death, land, tax, war and military, court, family Bibles, correspondence, church records, pictures and videos and audio, genealogical and historical publications and periodicals, and user-submitted pedigrees. The dates covered in the sources are from pre-1700 through the present, and the coverage has both U.S. and international sources available. For quality of source, I looked at authority and reputation of the publisher. FamilySearch has been operating for over 100 years and is a respected body in the field of genealogy, as well as recognized in the community as a legitimate source. For currency of sources available, the sources are kept up to date as they become available. For example, the 1940 census was recently released into the public domain and made available in the database. The accuracy of the sources available. The sources are generally accurate. They are based off the original documents. A large amount of indexing is done by volunteers. Sources are not peer-reviewed, however, but they are cited, and links are usually offered to content if it is not available directly out of FamilySearch.org. For usability, I looked at navigating and searching experience, and for FamilySearch, the layout is simple and easy to navigate, and the searches are easy to navigate and refine. For response times, the searches were produced quickly. For basic and advanced searches, the user can search with 1 or 2 fields or numerous fields. And they also have multiple different search options, such as records, genealogies, catalog, books, all with multiple fields available to search in. For the ability to browse, the option is available, and a filter can be placed for place, date, or document type. And there are also help and tutorials offered. Finally, looking at cost, which is free versus subscription services. FamilySearch.org is free to all users. However, some sources may require a subscription. Records that are not available through FamilySearch.org will have a link provided to outside sources if they are available. These sources are sometimes found in subscription genealogy databases such as Ancestry.com and Fold3.com. Next is who uses FamilySearch.org. This could be useful as a resource to individuals such as professional genealogists, archivists, or historians, family historians, or students. In libraries, public and academic libraries, especially ones with local history resources, it could be helpful with questions concerning user ancestry, local history, and general historical research. To continue on with who uses FamilySearch.org, it has a very wide user base, both personal or professional. It's freely available without personal or library subscription. It can be useful for a family or local historian or all ages who are interested in researching their ancestry. Archivists, historians, or archaeologists might find it useful. A recent example is the discovery of the remains of King Richard III. They used genealogy to find a living ancestor to prove the remains were his, and a link is provided right below that. Also, students in history, archaeology, or information courses might be researching genealogy, as well as people who do not wish to travel or are unable to travel to the location of some documents, as well as ones that aren't available locally. Next, I will look at how to use FamilySearch.org. First, you can make a free user account, which will allow you to save documents. To search, there are four main options, which are records, genealogies, catalog, and books, which I have highlighted right there on the picture to the right. There's also a browse option that can be filtered by location, date, and document type. To give an example of searching in FamilySearch.org, I've chosen the records section. The picture to the right has the highlighted fields that I mentioned. First, the records you can search by first and last name, life event such as birth, marriage, or residence or death, and a relationship such as a spouse or a parent. Once you've chosen your search, the results will be listed on the right side by individual or document type depending on what you searched. To the left is a bar that allows you to refine your search by similar fields that were listed in the previous slide. Once you have chosen an item out of the search results, it'll look like the picture on the left. What it's done, it's giving you an option to view the original image as well as view a summary of the source. For this example, I've chosen the 1940 census. The original image will look like the original source on the right, and it'll also give you a summary of what is on that document. If the document is not available in FamilySearch.org, that's when it'll link you to an outside source that is sometimes a subscription source. Moving on to outside reviews of the source, I was unable to find a review for the most recent website design of FamilySearch.org. However, I did choose the website off of the Best Free Reference Websites Combined Index from the Reference and User Services Association for the year 2000. I also found a review in the Charleston Advisor from 2007. They listed it as not the most authoritative source, however, a free, reputable, and substantial resource for genealogists, family historians, or the casual visitor. They also said that its ample help screens and research guidance features, it could prove very helpful to the librarian assisting family history researchers and or novice genealogists hoping to get started with studying their family history. To review my evaluation criteria for FamilySearch.org, for scope, I found that it had a good representation of genealogical sources that are in the public domain. It covers pre-1700 through present sources. It has U.S. and international sources and a wide span of document types, primary and secondary. Quality of sources, the publishing organization has a quality reputation and a respectable position in the genealogy field. The context is cited and continuously being updated, and sources are current, using the example of the 1940 census. For usability, the database is easily navigated and searched. It contains basic and advanced searching options, a quick response time, and the ability to browse, and included extensive help and tutorial sections. And finally, the cost. It's free to use and hold an account, however not all sources are available, but links are provided for paid subscription websites. To comment, personally, I found FamilySearch.org easy to navigate and search. I was very impressed with the help and tutorial section because it offered both help for beginner and advanced users. It also provided help for researching genealogy in general. The main issue that I did find was that if a source was not available in FamilySearch.org, it was linked to a subscription site like Ancestry.com. And that concludes my presentation of FamilySearch.org as a reference source. Thank you for watching.